Good morning and welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today I will tell you a story that comes from the great collection of ancient tales that are called Arabian Nights or 1001 Nights. There are many famous stories in there, such as the story of Aladdin and the magic lamp, and the story of the travels of Sinbad the sailor. But this story is much less known, and this is the story I want to tell. It is called The Robbers and the Donkey, and it goes like this. A man was leading his donkey along the road when two robbers crept up behind him. One robber slipped the rope from around the donkey's neck and put it around his own neck. And the other quietly led the donkey away. The owner didn't notice a thing. As far as he was concerned, he was still leading his donkey. Until all of a sudden it stopped and would go no further. It was then that he turned around. He was flabbergasted to see that where his donkey had been, there was now a man standing with a rope around his neck. "Who on earth are you?" he asked. "I'm your donkey," replied the robber. "That is to say, I was your donkey. It's a very strange story." "I'm all ears," said the man. "Well, I used to be a man," the robber began. "But one day I did something naughty and everything changed. You see, I was horribly rude to my mother. She slaved over a hot stove all day to cook a wonderful meal for me. I came home really late and the food was spoiled. But I did not apologize. In fact, when my mother grumbled about my bad manners, I pushed her out of the house and slammed the door in her face." "That's no way for a son to treat his mother," scolded the man. "No," agreed the robber. "But what happened next is worse than that." "Go on," the man urged. "She chanted a spell outside my door, knocked 3 times, then shouted, 'Honky plonky, turn into a donkey.'" The robber continued. "My ears grew long and my teeth stuck out. My face changed shape and I fell on all fours. Before I knew it, I had turned into a donkey. My mother opened the door and drove me out of the house. She chased me all around the town with a broom until I ran away and I haven't seen her since." "That's no way for a mother to treat her son," exclaimed the man. "Exactly," said the robber. "Tell me," said the man, "how did you end up in the market where I bought you?" "A merchant found me on the street and took me there to make some money," said the robber. "I was so lucky it was you who bought me," he added, smiling winningly at the man. "You've been so kind to me all the time. I was your donkey, and that must have broken the spell. I'm eternally grateful to you." The man untied the rope from around the robber's neck. "No problem," he said. "Good luck to you, and goodbye." The robber shook his hand solemnly, biting his lips so he wouldn't laugh, and ran off to find his friend. The man went home, his head spinning at how strange the world was. When he told his wife what had happened, she said, "That's awful, if it's true. But what will we do without a donkey? We need it to pull the cart. You had better go to market and buy another one." Later that day, The man was browsing around the marketplace, looking at all the donkeys for sale. Imagine his surprise when he came across his very own donkey. It can't be true, he thought. He looked the donkey over from head to tail. It had a tooth missing, just like his old donkey. It had a little tuft of white hairs in its tail, just like his old donkey. It had a little nick in its left front hoof, just like his old donkey. This was, beyond a shadow of doubt, his old donkey. The man frowned at the donkey and whispered in its hairy ear, "You naughty rascal, have you been rude to your mother again? I'm not saving you a second time." Thank you.